Hello and welcome back to my channel where I show natural face rejuvenation practices that are free and highly effective because I know everyone deserves to feel beautiful in their own skin. My name is Elise and I am grateful that you're here. The practices in this series have been an absolute game changer for me. I hope this information comes across clearly so that you can achieve the same rapid results. This series is about releasing adhesions that cause deep wrinkles and loss of volume. So let's talk about what exactly an adhesion is. Muscles become chronically tight. Blood vessels then are blocked and then blood and oxygen cannot get through. Free radicals begin bouncing around in what some would describe as pinball type fashion, and then the body fixes these holes made by the free radicals with a glue that is the adhesion. To locate the adhesion, we're going to see what a healthy muscle feels like. So press your palm, the area right underneath your thumb. And then you're going to bring your index finger and thumb together and then press again. You'll notice what a beginning adhesion starts to feel like. Keep trying each finger until you get to your pinky when you notice that this is the strongest level of adhesion. Now take your fingers to your cheeks and we're going to feel around our cheeks for any spots that are hard. It should feel squishy like the palm of our hand. If we run into any tense or tight areas, any areas that feel hard, we know that that is where the adhesion is located. And we'll need to bring our muscles and our tissue back to a healthy state free of adhesions. Since I went in and did a really deep massage before this, I'm feeling just a little bit of adhesions on one side and then the other side feels pretty free. Releasing cheek adhesions consists of an outer fascia roll and an inner buccal massage. You will need oil for the second part of the massage. We'll start with the fascia roll, starting at the center of our face and moving outwards. Take a pinch between your index finger and thumb and then pinch up and down, and you're going to roll out towards your ear. Make sure you don't lose the fold and give this a nice massage. If you feel any adhesions or stickiness, feel free to repeat this a couple times. Let's do the same thing, but we'll grab in the opposite direction. So pinch, and then we're going to pinch and move all the way from the center of our face all the way towards our hairline, going at this upper part of the cheek here. We will work the lower face in later videos. Again, feel free to repeat this step if your face is calling for it, but we are getting into the deep massage part next. Go ahead and repeat this same thing on the other side. So pinching vertically and rolling, starting from the side of your nose, rolling all the way towards your ear, making sure to not lose the fold, and then go ahead and do the same thing, pinching the opposite direction, loosening up the skin, the muscle, the tissues, increasing circulation and getting this area ready to go for our deep buccal massage. You can grab your oil and make sure your hands are perfectly clean or wear gloves for this next part. You can rub the oil all over your hands or your gloves and then place the oil all on your cheeks. We're only working with the cheeks today, so feel free to just place the oil on your cheeks so that we don't pull on the skin and we have a nice glide. Make sure your hands are perfectly covered as well. Make fists with both hands and then trace your cheekbone starting from the center of your face, moving all the way along towards your hairline. We're here for 30 seconds. This can be fairly deep. We want to stretch into these cheek muscles running into our mouth area, giving them flexibility and increasing circulation, helping them to elongate. When they become constricted is when we're going to see the adhesions. Last 3 seconds, and then we're going to place our thumbs in our mouth, index fingers next to the nose, and we're going to press that muscle next to the nose into our thumbs. It's hard to see, but my thumb is all the way up as far as it can go. So I'm not pulling down on my skin. I'm more using my fingers to push from the top into my thumbs. My thumbs are all the way up and I'm pushing the muscle in between my index finger and my thumbs. Same thing with the upper lip. So I lower my thumbs and then press the skin and muscle in between my index finger and my thumbs. Go deep here in regards to the pressure between your index finger and your thumbs. We're working to eliminate the adhesions. So feel what's going on in between your fingertips. Look for changes in volume, sticky areas, little rock type feelings, and the adhesions we felt for earlier. I will offer as many solutions as I think are valuable to you, but I really think that the best way to get breakthrough results is by understanding your beautiful, unique face and what is going on. So just take note as you're following along or in your own practice what you feel, and if face yoga is practiced in this way, you're going to see your results get exponentially better as you go. Checking in to make sure you're breathing and sitting up straight, relaxing your shoulders back and down. We're here for the last few seconds, and then we're going to turn up the heat. Starting on the left side, we'll place our right thumb inside the left part of our mouth, squeezing tightly at the 1. Be sure not to pull down, but you do want to apply enough force, squeezing your fingers together so that you feel a discomfort. We're only holding for 15 seconds in each spot. You can lift the side of your face with your opposite hand, and then you can go ahead and move to point number 2, squeezing intensely until you feel a discomfort. We're only staying in one spot for a very short time, so you may start to feel very uncomfortable. Just keep squeezing. Point number 3, hold for 15 seconds. Squeezing very tightly. This is extremely unpleasant, I know. Keep breathing deep. You can shake or stomp your feet on the ground. It's going to be over soon, but it's so worth it. Go ahead, last point, number 4, squeeze and hold. And if you are feeling an abnormal amount of pain or tension, this means that this kind of thing will be a priority for you in your face yoga routine until all of this pain and tension is gone. Starting back at point 1, we're going to press our index finger into our thumb and glide our index finger downwards so we massage the muscle. Pressing into our thumb with our index finger and sliding down. Our thumb is there keeping our muscle lifted, so we're not pulling down on our skin and muscle. Our thumb stays up and lifted, and our index finger presses in and down to deeply massage the muscle. We're staying at each number for 30 seconds just to make sure we cover this entire cheek area. Make sure you're breathing. I know this is intense. And then you'll move over just a little bit to the spot number 2, and then do the same thing for 30 seconds. So I don't know about you guys, but the energy last month was crazy for me. I was able to train in and start teaching yoga to kids, which is one of my other passions. But I also got sick twice, had a relative from overseas move in with us, and I did my best to attend the holidays and birthdays and going away parties and social obligations. That being said, I had no time for my face routine. I also have ADHD, which makes my face very, very tense upon focusing. And then I was super busy, so I was drinking caffeine, and this was tensing my face even more. One evening, I felt guided to connect with my face and try to release some tension, and I was absolutely shocked when I found out how much tension was in my cheeks that I had never known about. Upon research, I found these to be the glue or the adhesion we talked about, and when releasing this, my muscle and tissue then returned to its natural healthy state. I know there are many people who are terrified of this type of deep massage. I've had clients mention, as well as even on YouTube comments, suggest that they have quote unquote ruined their face from some type of massage. While of course I honor and respect everybody's perception and their point of view, I believe that if an adhesion is there, the number one priority should be to eliminate it. And that's why we're going over how to locate the adhesion in each point of the face. Great job. If you're still with me by now, that is incredible. I know this is so tiring. You can shake out your hands if you need to, and we'll move on to the other side. So we're going to do the same thing, pressing and holding for 15 seconds. Starting off in the first point, and then we'll move towards 4. So I think I understand why people are having their concerns. Think about when we press on the healthy muscle and tissue. It feels soft to the touch underneath our thumb. And then as we connect our fingers, we feel the adhesion. The adhesion feels very tight. So when people start releasing the adhesions and the muscles and tissue become more bouncy and healthy, the skin also becomes more soft to the touch. And I think people might be interpreting that as the skin is becoming more loose. But we definitely do not want our skin being pulled from an adhesion. We want our skin being tightening through facial exercises, strengthening the muscles, not restricting the blood flow to the muscles. And you can compare this to children and babies and young adults who have a very fleshy, soft face. Their face is not filled with a lot of adhesions. Yes, there is more facial fat, but also it's not tense and tight in all of the places that we as adults experience. After you finish this, we're going to do the same thing, pressing and massaging. So the thumb is all the way up by the one, and I push my index finger into the muscle to get the muscle in between my thumb and index finger, and I squeeze and massage for 30 seconds in each spot. I'll play some music so you don't have to hear me rambling through the rest of this side, and just know I am struggling right along with you. It gets intense, I know.
You think nobody's ever thought of the things you think about when you're alone and it feels. You think you're crazy, but everybody's the same. Afraid you're different, scared you can't handle reality. You can't understand it, trying to manage, repair the damage. A couple steps, but in slow motion. Couple distant oceans like that. Thought that it would heal you, but it's poison. I thought I lost it. I thought I lost it. I can't lie, can't lie, can't lie, can't lie. I thought I lost it. You don't know how much longer you could walk around and wonder why it gotta be you. Tell me that it ain't true. What's happening to me? Can't nobody see you. A couple steps, but in slow motion. Couple distant oceans like that. Thought that it would heal you, but it's poison. I thought I lost it. I thought I lost it. I can't lie, can't lie, can't lie, can't lie.
Great job, shake it out. And then we're going to move back to the left side one more time. Place your thumb in your mouth, up as far as it will go, and then your index finger is going to curl down towards your lips. Place your left hand on the side of your face and lift, so we're getting a deep stretch in these muscles. And then we're curling our index finger down, pushing any excess fluid towards the nasolabial fold. Notice if there's any adhesions or volume changes. We're here for 1 minute on each side.
He asked what could he do for me. I told him that my love is free. But can you match me? I can do it all for myself. Want you, but really don't need help. So can you match me? I like luxury. I like fancy things. Shine on my body. Live like royalty. Treat you like a king. If I trust, but you must be worthy of the crown. I'm not just anybody. Born to live in luxury. La 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 la. La 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 la. Lux. La 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 la. on my wrist, fur on my feet. Setting the table in all the chic, baby, come eat. I like luxury, I like fancy things. Shine on my body, live like royalty. Treat you like a king if I trust, but you must be worthy of the crown. I'm not just anybody, born to live in luxury. I work too hard on my luxury. We come so far. Luxury. Cover these scars.
Great job. Shake it out. Take a few deep breaths if you need to. We're done with all of the fire part. You can use your hands to gently relax your muscles and guide any lymphatic fluid towards the outside of your face, sending signals from your brain to your muscles to completely relax. Breathe deep here. You did such a great job. And then you're just going to move from the center and down the sides of your neck just to release any lymphatic fluid. When you feel nice and relaxed, you can take your fingers and do the same thing we did earlier. Just press on your cheeks and see if you can feel any adhesions. See if they feel any softer. Maybe in the morning when you wake up, you will notice the difference in how soft your cheeks feel. The cool down of this routine consists of taking some ice or the rice water face icy that we made in our YouTube short, and we're just going to cool down the area we worked. So right now the climate in my area is very hot and I am nice and warm. If you are in a cold climate or you're feeling cold in the air conditioning, you can skip this step because we do want to relax the muscles. Icing the face has a ton of benefits. One of them includes increasing circulation. So the more circulation we get to the muscles, the tissues, the skin, the more blood flow is going to flow to those areas, and then the less likely we are to keep forming adhesions. So once you've done all that hard work in releasing the adhesions, it's very important that we work to prevent them. So like I said, my face becomes very tense throughout the day. These are all things I'm going to want to do to prevent the adhesion from growing bigger or coming back again or stronger. So you can use your knuckles right underneath your cheekbone. I love this one. I can feel the tension. Blowing raspberries is great. You can feel how tense your cheeks and your lips are by blowing a few raspberries and helping to release some of that tension. Another great one is cheek vibrations. It's a little less intense than the knuckles. Just taking your fingertips and vibrating the muscles of your cheeks to loosen things up, increase circulation, and get the blood flowing back to the area. Blowing your cheeks up with air and then moving it side to side and up and down is a great way to stretch your cheek muscles and also increase circulation in the cheeks. I like this one because you don't have to use your hands and you can do other things while you're doing it. Also, taking your tongue and tracing the inner wall of your cheek, you can make circles, you can move around from side to side, checking in to feel that no area is just unconsciously becoming very tight and restricting blood flow on you. And that's it for today's workout. Stay tuned for the other parts of the face. I really think this will be a game changer for anyone who does carry adhesions. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste. I'll see you in the next video.